Buddy. Oh, I should probably post the thing in the Discord. Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Just threw the ping up on the Discord. Why? The screen's so dark. There we go. How's everybody doing today? I am late to streaming. I know. Like, very late. But I am here, and that's what is importante. I finished up this side. This is where we're at. All right. I was trying to eat my final fish so I can get a new one. This whole side is complete. On the inside of the canyon, at least. All the way to over here. It's done. Which is so crazy. It's crazy that it's actually complete. So that's pretty exciting. And so we have begun on the other side, and I've already started. I did this chunk from here over the other day, and I also did this dark chunk that mirrors it on the other side. And then I can fill in between here, which would be nice. And then we have this large chunk that's going to take a while right here. I haven't quite decided because there's a lot of different things I could do with it. Color-wise, I could have like dark, come like this, and follow the, or I could follow this, or I could follow this, or maybe I'll follow all of them and then do lighter gray blocks in between. I don't know. But there's a lot I could do with that. But we'll begin with the bottom here, which I think I'm going to do in green. I already have some of it. This I placed a while ago, and I just added on to. So I'm going to replace some of it with... Oh, hello there. There's a hole in the wall. I can see right through. There's a hole in the donut, too. Thanks for the donut. Toodaloo. First, hello, Emizio. Welcome to the stream. We just barely started. We're beginning on the side, the second side. Well, not beginning. I did this earlier. So we're continuing on. First time on stream that I'm working on this side, though. Other than the waterfall itself, which only kind of counts. You retracted your message. Why? For what purpose? Oh, gotta sleep. What do you mean? Tell that to my wife. She sleeps not during the night all the time. It's called naps. You should be able to take naps in Minecraft. It'll do like the same thing, but then we'll skip like a couple minutes instead of to the morning. Just have like a mix down here of green and gray blocks. Hello, Super KSS. Welcome. When you were younger, you wanted them to add trank darts to Minecraft? That sounds exciting, that's for sure. Let's see, I probably need my black blocks for this section. Gotta drop off some stone. Clear up the inventory. How's your day, Super KSS and Imitzito? I think that's how you say it. I probably won't stream super long today. Started late. I'll be ending probably a bit after 4, so just over an hour. Just got back from a trip to the US and that was chaotic. That sounds fun. What time zone were you in? Were you in Canadian time or like California time or no, I'm kidding. Those can be the same thing. Alright. What to do with this chunk? Put a bed into a brewing stand and then turn that into an arrow. It was 5 hours ahead of GMT. Okay. So that's mountain time, I think. That's cool. That's the time zone I'm in. Hello, Rosie. Welcome to the stream. Alright, I want to bring the green down from the top. A bit more. Due to daylight savings, it's now 6 hours. Oh, so maybe you weren't in mountain time then. Because mountain time is 5 hours of GMT currently. Alright, that's pretty good. Trying to decide. You saw one of my streams at like 4:30 on Saturday when I was in the mall, and like, yeah. Time zones be like. Okay, you weren't in mountain time because I don't stream at 4:30 usually. I didn't stream last week at 4:30. So you must have been in central time? Because that's an hour ahead. It must have been 3:30 for me. Okay, I like having the green up against the, I keep forgetting that it's hollow in here. I like having the green up against the dark black. Treating it kind of like volcanic rock, you know? Very good fertilizer and such. Alright. What did everybody have for lunch today? Me, I had some fish sticks that I just bought from the store. That's why I'm streaming late actually, is because I was at the store and it took a lot longer than I was planning. And then I ate lunch, which was some delicious fish sticks. Pizza from Pizza Hut. I was actually talking about this today. I was like, I think I've had Pizza Hut before, but I don't know. Because, like, you go to parties, you go to events and various things, and you get different types of pizza. But, like, my parents only ever got Little Caesars growing up. But I had Domino's at, you know, various activities. And so I think I've probably had Pizza Hut, but I have no idea when that would have been. I do not remember it. So, how good is Pizza Hut pizza? Is it better than Little Caesars? Is it better than Domino's? Because like Little Caesars is like peak pizza, whereas Domino's is pretty meh. It's too early for lunch for you. Okay, what do you have for breakfast then? If you had breakfast. Some people don't have breakfast. I think they're weird, but to each their own. You know, everyone can make bad decisions if they want. The three major pizza restaurants are Pizza Hut, Pizza Express, and Domino's, and Pizza Hut has always been on top. Nice. I mean, Domino's, I was kind of joking earlier. Little Caesars isn't really peak pizza. It's not the best. But I do actually prefer it over Domino's. The Domino's does have good crust. Oof, Rosie, I'm sorry to hear that. You're planning for VNC toast? What is VNC toast? Domino's is not as good as... Well, considering that I think Little Caesars is better than Domino's, and most people consider Little Caesars like the bottom of the totem pole, I don't think very highly of Domino's. Have you had Little Caesars? Have you heard of Little Caesars Super KSS? Sounds like they don't have it over there. I personally think it's great, but a lot of people don't like it. It used to be like really, really good value, like really cheap for what it was. Like it was a great deal. That's why my parents would always get it, and it's still like the cheapest. Vegemite and cheese. You willingly are eating Vegemite. Okay, I can't actually judge. I've never had it. I've just seen all the videos of people eating it and like hating their lives. So you'll have to let me know how your Vegemite and cheese toast is. I mean, if it's a yummy spread, that does sound pretty good. I just have never heard anyone actually like Vegemite. You've heard of Little Caesars, but never seen one of their restaurants. So it used to be you could get a pizza, like it would be bigger than a medium Little Caesar, like I feel like Little Caesars is bigger than medium Domino's, but smaller than large Domino's pizzas. And you could get them for $5. It was $5 for a full pizza. Now I know you probably use euros there, so let's see. Judging based on previous rates, that would have been just under €4. So like €3 is about $4. So, or it was at least back in the day when I actually went to Europe once. It isn't Nutella, therefore you can't just put a thick layer of it on the toast and eat it as is. It is a very salty flavor. Yeah, that's the mistake I see most of the people make in these videos is they'll like slab it on there like it is Nutella, and that's clearly wrong. You use pounds. The UK doesn't use euros? That's right. Dollars to UK pounds. So, £1. Okay. Euros to UK pounds. Euros are more valuable. Wait, no. Euros are less valuable. So, it would be like 3 pounds. Do they call them cents? It's 3.8 pounds for a Little Caesars pizza is what it would have been back in the day. $5. This is a great value. And now they're like $8, with inflation is probably around the same, but I still can't bring myself to pay $8 for Little Caesars pizza. So when I do get Little Caesars, they have this deal where you can get 2 for $10, and I'll always do that. £3. Yeah, it's insane. It was insanely good value. You put butter first, then spread Vegemite, then place on a slice of cheddar cheese. Honestly, that sounds pretty good. Like, from what I've heard, Vegemite is just super salty. A super salty spread. From the way I've heard it described, it's almost like bouillon. Like bouillon paste. I don't know if you have bouillon. But it's like... Bouillon is concentrated soup broth, essentially. It comes in paste or powders or cubes, and you put it in soup with water to simulate broth. But that's how that's what Vegemite seems like to me. I haven't ever had it, but from what I've heard and the descriptions, it sounds kind of like bouillon paste. And so if you had a very thin spread of that with cheese and butter on toast, that sounds really good, actually. Okay, I'm like, haven't gotten anything done. I've been talking too much about Little Caesar's Pizza. Dollar notes do feel like Monopoly money, yeah. What do you have? Are your pounds not paper? Do you have, like, coins instead? The butter helps soften the flavor. The dairy, yeah, the dairy, like the cheese has this. You use cheddar cheese. Yeah, that's like, yeah, that'd be really good. Making me hungry, and I just ate lunch. Maybe I should have some Vegemite. Tell my wife we should buy some Vegemite, and she'll look at me like I'm insane. Okay, I'm gonna do like a strip of gray here. Pound notes feel like they're worth a lot more, but that probably means they're more expensive to make, which probably isn't good. Well, they are worth more. Like 3.8 pounds is $5, so they are worth more, but not like by a huge amount. Less than 50%. They're like $1 is 3/4 of a pound, about. So they're just a thicker type of paper, probably. There's something in U.S. dollars that they're not quite paper. They do have paper in them, but it's like there's other stuff in them. It makes them a bit more resilient to like water and stuff. Because if you get paper wet, it's never gonna recover. But money getting wet, you can save it, which is probably a good thing. Why is tax like not included in the price tag? It's super annoying. It's so that they can tax you differently for different things and then tell you that the tax is the same for everything, and you never actually figure it out because it's way too complicated. And so you never know how much they're actually charging you, and so they can get away with more. It's really dumb. No. It's like, why? Like, when I first heard that, I was like, that's genius. We should totally put the tax included in the price tag. Everything is way, I mean, I wouldn't say it's way more expensive than it's labeled as. It's mildly more expensive because tax isn't huge. But I agree that it needs to change. But I am not the one to ask, as I have no control over taxes. Lots of people have very strong opinions on how taxes should work, and none of them are government people. Talking about why American prices don't include the tax on the label.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty dumb. Super KSS lives in the UK, and he just got back from a trip to the US. And he's like, why is it labeled wrong?
Like this? It makes it harder to do math, doesn't it?
Yeah. You got around $20 a day, so it's actually quite a bit for like your trip to spend on stuff. You had 2-cent coins in Australia? Yeah, people hardly use pennies, which are the 1-cent coin in America. They hardly use them at all anymore. But they still exist. You don't have quarters, you go 5, 10, 20, 50. Oh, that's cool. We have 1 cent, 5 cent, we have 10 cent, 25 cents, and then there's dollar coins as well. But they're pretty uncommon as far as I've seen. Like, you don't really see dollar coins anywhere.
You have $2 bills as well.
Oh, they do have $2 bills. Like, they have $1 bills and then $2 bills, but no one uses them. Like, the $2 bills haven't been made in a long time, so they're pretty rare. I think I have a couple. Yeah, just quit it with the 1 cent things. Make everything round. No one's gonna complain. It's probably like, are pennies even worth making?
They stopped making them.
They stopped making pennies. Good. They don't need them. It's just such a small amount. Of course, once you dissolve the penny, then you dissolve the nickel next.
Canada hasn't. Canada doesn't have 1 cent coins. You round everything.
Hmm. Dollar coins 1 and 2, which are gold colored. The cent coins are silver colored. Ah, yeah, we have gold colored coins that are $1 coins, but those are like the kind of thing you get under your pillow when the tooth fairy shows up. Do you have the tooth fairy in Australia? Wait, I need to know. I think I'm just gonna do green in this whole section here, right? We got gray, and then I'll do green right here, and then I'll probably do light gray here. How much money the U.S. was wasting making pennies. Like, literally, we got change from something, and there's a penny. And it's been, like, just sitting on our table, because we don't have anywhere to put it. And I was like, I might as well just throw this in the trash. It's that worthless. It's like, if everyone just threw their pennies in the trash, that's all that is wasted. You have the tooth fairy, yes? Nice. KSS. The entire thing is complete. Behold. It's all done. This whole side is textured. It doesn't have any plants. We're gonna add plants and trees and such on everything, but the texture is done. I can't say there isn't a stone block left because I intentionally used stone as one of my blocks in my palette, like right here. I used quite a bit of stone here, but it's done, and so we're on to the second side here. Thank you. So is it pretty hot in Australia right now? Is it like summer for Australia? Does that mean you have like... How does Christmas look? You don't have snow. Do they have different advertisements? Because like in the US, all the advertisements for Christmas are like snow themed. You have snow in all of them, and Santa Claus and all that. But if you don't have any snow, if Christmas is during the hot part of the year, I mean, I'd be interested to know how they advertise, or if they... It's like...
I'm pretty sure there are songs called like Christmas in California or Christmas in Hawaii where it's like summer balmy day.
I've seen that as like the Christmas in Texas stereotype, where it's like grilling steaks outside, having a barbecue. It's currently spring. Gotcha. So if you follow the same rotation, then summer must start like toward the end of December. December 21st would be summer then, probably. We have summer and winter swapped, and autumn and spring are swapped. Do you call it autumn? Because like we have the word autumn, but like no one ever says it. We call it fall. When you were in the U.S., we counted the number of y'alls we heard, as we heard Americans say that a lot. In 1 week, how many did you hear? Y'all is not something... It depends where you live. Got 502? Oh my goodness, were you in Texas? Probably in Texas. I think they were in... I think you said they were in Central Time, so that would fit. Yeah, Texas. Yeah, you're in Texas. Yeah. Yep. If you went to somewhere probably more north, or like in the Midwest, if you went to like Wisconsin or Michigan or Illinois, somewhere up north there, you probably would hardly hear it. It's very much... I have run out of moss again. Alright, dolphin, make me fast. Oh yeah. So I say y'all occasionally. I usually say y'all and I'm referring to a mixed gender group, but even then I'll sometimes say guys. But I'll sometimes say how are y'all doing instead of how are you guys doing, because that sounds better. I forgot I had a sea pickle farm. Very basic. Alright. How much moss do I have? Oh goodness, have I run out almost? Crazy. Snag all the green moss. The Christmas ads still present the snow because people still mentally associate with it with snow, because the snow in Christmas thing is a very widespread thing. Started out as winter solstice. Ah. Cool. 2K says they're trying to add y'all to their vocab because it sounds really dumb with his British accent. I support this endeavor.
It's both bigger and smaller. I know what to do.
You got Undertale for your Switch. That's exciting. It's so interesting that you have summer Christmas, but you don't have snow, yet all the ads still use snow. It's kind of funny. Call it autumn. It runs from March to May. Yeah, that's weird. Having fall in the spring. Right. Do you have as many spiders there in Australia as people say? Or is it just not as bad? Need to go put this away. Where's my andesite? Have any? Andesite. I do not have any andesite. Okay. We'll grab some andesite when we put this, the moss away. Whee! You usually encounter daddy long legs or little guy, but nothing extreme like a skyscraper-sized spider holding an AK-17. I haven't seen anyone say that things are that bad. Okay, so something I have seen though is pictures of like you come out in the morning and instead of everything being covered in morning dew, it's covered in spider webs just all across the grass. Is that a thing that happens? Or are people just making stuff up? Because I'm sure that one's definitely real. An HHK. No, place properly. Because, I mean, we have daddy long legs in the US. I've seen plenty of them all over the place. Just the other day, there was a jumping spider under the bench I was sitting on. You've never seen that, but it could happen. A lot of spiders try to take off at once by catching their webs. Take off? Like the spiders fly? Okay, I'm never moving to Australia. I'm never going outside. No. I was just talking about a jumping spider, but if you have flying spiders, count me out.
Flying cockroaches.
No, they don't exist. They can't hurt.
Wish they didn't exist.
Nope, wrong block. I have a paper I have to write tonight, or finish tonight. It's mostly written. I don't want to finish it, though. It's a 10-page paper, and I've got like 9 pages written. Try to see if spiders can fly on your side of the globe. I'm not gonna try it, I promise. It's not worth it to me to discover that. So they like use their webs as like parachutes and like go wee, like hang gliding spiders in the wind. I do think I shall pass. Unless Gandalf has anything to say about it. Okay, that's that whole chunk done. Pretty simple. I like the green there. Search it up. I haven't really seen it firsthand. Do I really want to search it up? Flying spiders. I'm good. Yeah, no thanks. Yeah, that's I don't have any dirt. Maybe I'll put some dirt in the bottom. I know I'm definitely doing moss in this little crevice here. Right there. Ooh. I think everybody left. Why is there a stone block? No, give me tap.
You would like that as an interior?
It's cool. It's very cool. You'd have to scale it down.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a big enough spot.
I mean, I can do it.
I just think the main area is bigger than your circle. But it's very cool. I like it. It fits your theme pretty well too. With the greens and the blues. Oh, Rosie's here, and it says there's only one person watching. That's wrong. I just had 2 people comment in a row. You don't see spiders as often as I think. Well, that's comforting. I mean, I don't mind like daddy long legs that much, especially because they're not dangerous. Like, as long as none of the spiders are gonna kill me, I'm chilling. I don't have any grass on me.
Nope.
Note blocks. Note blocks are made with 8 planks, like a chest, with a piece of redstone in the middle. Good plan, yeah. Oh, interiors are definitely a creative first thing. Okay, I might switch this out. I have a lot of stone. The spiders are usually chill. I just give them room. Fair enough. I mean, that works in the US too. Like, I see spiders often enough. Okay, so I've made this green, and this green, and I think I want them all to be not green. I think I want them to be, like, dark like this, except start with deep slate instead of starting with the black stone, and then go up. Up, and up. I think I do that first, and then fill in the space between. That seems to be working well for me. Sleep time is fast approaching. Toss the green out of my hotbar. Let's grab deep slate, concrete powder, wool. Extra deep slate. What the heck does that word even mean? Your 50-cent coins are duodecagonal. Duodecagonal? The muffin? I know it's a shape, but I don't know what it means. 50-cent coin. What the heck? Why does it look like that?
Okay, no, he's cool.
Look at how many edges it has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is pretty cool. It has 12 sides, yeah. Discovered that. I made a grand discovery. Your internet broke for like 8 minutes. Welcome back. You're number 1. Look at you go. You can't just leave. You'll lose your number 1 spot. It's very important, I'm sure. Oh, I do want polished tough in here as well. Still number 1. Well, no one else has joined the stream that's gaining XP, so you're kind of automatically winning. There is no challenger yet. I broke you. Break. So, do you get snow in the UK during winter time? We are number 1. Pretty sure the UK gets pretty cold around winter. But I've never been to the UK. The only place in Europe I've ever been is Ireland. I went to Ireland once upon a time. It was a fun trip. I have never seen that show either. I've run out of polished tough. And I don't have any extras. I think I've put some extra up here, though. Gonna grab it mid-flight, because I'm just that cool. Oh. Boom, boom, and boom. UK feels like the US, but well, everything's smaller and most places are a lot less crowded. They're less crowded in the UK? Really? I would think they'd be more crowded. I say that based on Germany, of course, which is like the thing is they just have so much less land, but not that many less people. I mean, they have quite a few less people. There's like 4 to 5 times as many people in the US, but how many Germanys could you fit in the US? A lot. The majority of the country is less crowded. Huh. Do you have... Because I know my mom lived in Germany for a while, so I know a bit about Germany more than I do about other places. But like Germany doesn't have nearly so many homes. They have a lot more apartment buildings than the US does. Because there's just less land, and so you have to fit people in more economically. Land economically. Where is my wool at? I don't think it's up here. I think it's down at the bottom. And I should also grab some more regular deep slate. Wool, regular deep slate, and concrete powder. I'll grab an extra. So that sounds like you have more apartment buildings than we do, comparative, like, you know, percentage wise. We have a lot more homes, I think, than apartment buildings. There isn't a $1 or $2 banknote in Australia. You just have the coins. I mean, that makes sense. We have dollar coins and dollar bills. It just doesn't make a lot of sense. That's why we need both. Nope. Bad. Go over there. Nope. Bad. We have dollar coins in the US, yeah. They're not really used a lot, but they do exist. Like I would often get, like, from the Tooth Fairy, I would get dollar coins. They're gold colored, but they're definitely not made of real gold. And we have ones, twos, 5, 10s, 50s, and 100. Or 5, 10, 20s, 50s, and 100s. But 20s haven't been made in it for like forever. I wonder how much I could sell my $2 bill for. Nothing, probably. $2. I saw a thing the other day. It's like, guys, I found a $5 coupon that works at any store, and it's just a $5 bill. Okay, I think we make this also be dark blocks. Same with this. Nope. I haven't seen like a dollar coin in so long in the US. I don't know that they make. Do they make them anymore? They're like golden coins.
Yeah.
They still make those. My wife collects coins. quarters specifically.
I collect the dollar coins too, just not as
Vehemently.
vehemently. With the quarters, you can pretty much collect casually. You can't collect casually with dollar coins. They're not in circulation enough.
Hey, Play Button, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. We're working on the second half. Well, it's less than half because this side of the canyon is shorter, but we're working on the other side of the canyon. And we're talking about differences between the US versus the UK, where Super KSS is at, and Australia, where Emitsio is at. Yeah, they have, that makes sense. Famous people go on money. Famous old dead people, specifically. What, am I wrong? Okay, I'll sleep. Oh, Play Button. Our question of the day is, what did you have for lunch? Our answers so far have been 2 answers for pizza. And then we also had, it's too early in Australia for lunch, but they're going to have some Vegemite and cheese on toast.
I've heard things about Vegemite.
Yeah, I have too. I expressed them, and Emitsio made a convincing argument, and now I want to try it.
He made a convincing argument.
He did. I say he, but yeah, go ahead. What is your opinion on the differences between the two? Play Button is an insane handle to casually have. That's a pretty cool username. They are the Play Button for YouTube. The UK is more British than the US. Whoa. That's crazy. I would never would have thought of that. Now, it'd be funny if you said that the US was more British than the UK. That would be a bold statement. The US is more American than the UK. That's the truth. You had McDonald's for lunch. Ooh. Is McDonald's any good anymore? We never had McDonald's growing up, except for when they did the 50-cent cones in the summer. We would get the 50-cent ice cream cones. But other than that, my mom she wouldn't actually smack us, but she would like jokingly be like, "Don't look," every time we passed a McDonald's. It's like, it's bad for you. But I don't know. I haven't had McDonald's in... Have I ever had McDonald's? Other than ice cream. I'm sure I've had McDonald's at least once. The front side of the $5 bill. No, McDonald's isn't that good. It's fast food. You can go without... No.
No, the Chick-fil-A breakfast.
Yeah, so I'd never had Chick-fil-A breakfast because the Chick-fil-A on the college campus I went to before didn't serve breakfast. You have not on the $5 is a bill, not a coin. But that is interesting that you have Queen Elizabeth II, like from England, on the Australian dollar bill. I mean, it makes sense considering how Australia was first colonized by I don't know if first colonized is correct, but they were colonized. The area was colonized by the British at some point. So that's not super surprising. I'm pretty sure that it was originally used as a place for the British to dump their slaves or something, or their prisoners. Not slaves, prisoners. But that might be incorrect. I don't know. I remember something about that from one of my history classes. I might be entirely wrong, and if so, you are welcome to correct me. Where's my tough? Queen Elizabeth also rules over Australia. You think? You don't have bills that you spend in the UK? What do you mean? You just don't have like paper bills? You have bills that we pay and notes that we spend. Oh, I see. You call them notes. Yeah, Queen Elizabeth is rather dead.
Found that out while I was on my mission. Just casually. They were just like, oh yeah, all the memes about, you know, the queen dying, and I'm just like, oh yeah, you know, the fact that she'll never die, and they're like, oh no, like, she's actually dead. I was like, what?
Oh, that's great.
Months after the fact.
It's hilarious. You just didn't know.
I just didn't know.
Oh yeah, I made that jump. Is there a new Queen of England? Is that a thing? Or are they just done with that? Because the way I understood it, the Queen wasn't like real political power.
All I know is that there's a whole lot
Where's
of
my...
royal drama going on right now, but I feel like there's always royal drama going on, and so I don't like pay attention to it.
Oh, I am blind. I do have it in my inventory. Like, where's my pale moss? A guy called Charles is now the king. Good for Charles. My boy Charles. Chuck. Chuck E. Cheese. I need to have better organized inventory. There you go, that's better. We have King Charles now, though a lot of people think the monarchy should be abolished as it doesn't do anything anyways. They just increase taxes for no reason. Fair enough. Yeah, well, the government doesn't take taxes for no reason. Whether or not they use it for the reason they say they do is a whole debate, but at least the US does give reason for taxes. He was one of Elizabeth's offspring. You could just say children or sons. Offspring just feels so like
Impersonal.
Yeah, like impersonal, like talking about animals. I don't know.
Targeted.
Okay, this is gonna go this way. I've run out of deep slate, but there's more down here. There's a bunch of drama with one of her sons levying the royal family and moving to the US. Most people don't care. Yeah, I mean, if the royal family doesn't actually do anything, like they don't actually do anything politically, they don't do. I don't see a reason to care. But that's just me. So we're gonna bring this one up. Ah, you are part of most people. I feel like you are a part of most people most of the time. I certainly don't care about the royal family. Not my royal family. One final thing that happened while you're in the US. Grammatically speaking, aren't most people part of most people? Yes, you are correct. But what I said was, I feel like you are part of most people most of the time. And there will be there's some person out there, I'm sure, who most of the time is not part of most people because they're an extremist in so many different things. And so most of the time they aren't part of most people. If that makes any sense. Okay, let's make this go up a couple blocks. Yeah. Let's do this, do that. Nice. Ah! Very manly scream. Jump better. You were in a mall and really thirsty, so you went to one of the stalls and asked to buy some water. The person there had zero clue what you were saying. Okay. You know, you could also go to any restaurant and ask for a water cup. I'm pretty sure in Texas it's illegal to deny someone water because of how hot it is. Like, you could still charge people for, like, bottled water or something. But, like, pretty much any restaurant, pretty much anywhere in the US, especially if you buy something, will give you a water cup for free. Like a cup to fill with water from their soda machine. That's a good point, Play Button. Kind of confusing to think about, but the average person would be part of most people 50% of the time, and you will never know how often someone is part of most people because there are an infinite number of cases in which they could be classified as most people. But isn't most greater than 50%? To be considered most, you have to be above 50%. And so wouldn't the average person be considered part of most people more than 50% of the time? The person thought you were trying to buy a monster instead of water. So how did you pronounce water with your British accent? Water. Did I get a glass of water? It's water, not water. Yes, Super KSS is from the UK and was visiting Texas. Okay, how's it looking so far? I think it might not look great. I feel like I need to change this. We say water. Yeah. Yeah, some people in the US, depending on where you're from, you'll either say water or water. You like replace the T with a D and say water. You pronounce the T. Water. Water. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, just take this whole part. Yeah, that's better. Water. 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 Would you just get a glass of water? I'm probably saying it terribly. And you say water if you're in a hurry. Waiter? Like, wait. Stand. So it's like, waiter. Water. Oh, they say it like water, water, water. Yeah. They probably didn't pronounce the T. The amount of cases in which someone can be classified as most people is quantitative, so it would be 50% on average. Is it quantitative? I guess it would be quantitative, but it would be a very large number. I don't know how you would determine that number either. Good luck with that. Blesseth,
Oh,
blesseth thou. That sounds painful.
it was.
Oof. I mean, you can only classify people in so many ways. It's going to be huge, but not technically not infinite. I mean, you don't have, like... There's not an infinite number of words and sentences. I guess there might probably be an infinite number of sentences. As long as a sentence can be infinitely increased in size, then there's an infinite number of sentences. But there's only so many ways you can classify people. I don't know. I digress. My brain is not braining anymore. I feel that. Yeah. Is it coming? Too big?
That's that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so too big.
Too big.
You've also... Pretty sure these lines are on the diagonals, not on the straight part, right? So you built it rotated.
That's
No, like this. This is supposed to be... Oh, do they have a diagonal line through it too?
That's your key.
I see. Never mind. Okay. It looks like there's only 2 lines going through.
Yeah.
Never mind. So help an ally with some building. You might be able to size it down, make it a smaller version of the same pattern. Combine these 2 lines into one light colored line.
Yeah.
I don't know. The monarch of the UK is also the monarch of Australia. Technically, right? You went from doing insanely well on tests at the end of last school year to doing horrendous right now, so you agree with your brain, not... Oof. That's rough. Night vision potion. You want the 8-minute one? Yeah, that one. And that'll last you for 8 minutes.
Oh, bless.
Much better, yeah. Alright, you gotta go before it becomes tomorrow. Is it that late, play button? Wait. You're right. Does conduit power work in the rain? That's actually crazy. I didn't know that. It does, it must. How else would I have conduit power right now? Constantly being repressed. Bye, play button. See ya. Okay, I'm not gonna keep going up with this one until I get lighter blocks. This one is gonna combine with this one. You'll never run out of things to learn in Minecraft? Yeah, it feels like it, doesn't it? I didn't know that either, so I learned something new. I wouldn't have noticed it if you hadn't pointed it out. Oh, you're getting your second batch of 75 XP? I don't think anyone's been around long enough to fight you. Magic Command YouTube. Thank you for joining the stream. You watched me when I was at 10 subscribers? That was a while ago. Like a while ago. Okay, I think we'll end this right here. So is this your first time seeing my current base then? So I can give you a quick tour. It's pretty awesome, in my opinion. You thought ScratchCraft died in like 2023? That's when I came back to ScratchCraft, so I came back alive. Here's my current base. It's pretty epic. So right now I'm working on texturing these massive canyon walls. We just finished this whole side recently, and now we're working on the other side. Yeah, we have quite a few OGs returning. Pretty cool. It's a lot of dark blocks. I don't know if I like that, but not gonna change it right now. You remember Kimper Viper's melon base, if you know when that was. Was that in season 1? The melon base? Where he had like the 3 melons in the air? That was season 1, I know that much. My base in season 1 was so painfully boring to build. Why, like, I've probably done more stone for this one than I did for that base, which is pretty impressive, but I'm actually texturing it. I did not do that. I did not texture my season 1 mountain base. It looked pretty darn cool though at the end. The crystal on top was way more fun to build than the stone pillars. Probably just because the pillars got really repetitive. My season 2 base was so good. You finally got to the egg games while rewatching season 1. I feel like that's when season 1 really got good, was around there. Someone named his dog Mr. Taco after the Mr. Melon character. That's awesome. Okay. I feel like I could fill this with green just fine. I feel like this needs to be too wide here. Oop. Well, welcome back to ScratchCraft, Magicum. Man. Happy to have you. Okay, that looks a bit better. And I put green in here, yeah. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate the congratulations. My wife's right here, right next to me. So.
Hi.
You think you'll finish season 1 before 2026 and ScratchCraft as a whole before 2027? Like rewatching it all? Sounds about right. I'm trying to. I've realized that, you know, it's beginning of November. Skelly will get back in the beginning of March. So I've only got like 4 months. I think I could finish this base in the next 4 months. Yes, Siren, I am streaming later than usual. I had a late start. Started at like 3:10. I had a shopping trip that went a lot longer than it was, you know, planned to. But that's okay. It just means that you got to join. You progressed in Hollow Knight. Nice. You got past Torrent into the Fungal Waste, invaded the Fungal Waste, gained Wall Climb, felt bad. I saw the new Hermitcraft season started today, yeah. We were watching Grian's episode just before starting stream. You went wild when Hornet said, Shaw! I'm trying to watch every Hermitcraft perspective this season, but with every first episode being a whole hour long, it's rather hard. Yeah. I remember when I started watching the Hermits back in season 7, I would watch all of the Hermits episodes, then subscribe and keep up to date with them, and then I'd just pick a new Hermit and start watching all of them. And I got pretty far before, I ran out of time to do it. And then I've slowly just started watching fewer and fewer as life has gotten busier. Yeah, I still haven't watched the Minecraft movie. I have no idea what the whole chicken jockey meme is about, actually. But people seem to think it's hilarious. So, good for them, I guess. Alright, I can put some green in here. Replace the green that I removed. Yeah, I do think I want to make the color, make it turn to lighter grays sooner because, like, it goes about as high as that dark gray, yes, but this one starts with black. In your glory days, you were watching four different hermits. Now you watch 2. We mainly watch green. You just realized I am Unk. What does that mean? UNC. In season 8, you watched all Bodum perspectives. Zedaf, Jam, and another person. In season 10, you watched only Mumbo and Zedaf. In your glory days, Green, Exuma, Impulse, and Wells Knight. Oh, interesting. Wells Knight is not one I hear a lot. Now just Impulse and Wells Knight. Impulse is pretty fun. I've never watched Wells Knight's videos. I like Tango Tech a lot. Okay, I think I'm gonna make this another spire, but it's just gonna end like right there. It's not gonna go anywhere. No, but it's already looking good. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna change it. Okay, I need my lighter block palette. I keep looking for this shulker box, but it's placed down. Okay, we will put away the green for now. And we want polished tough, pale moss, cobblestone, and cracked stone bricks. That's the light block. What is my main occupation? Well, I'm a student. I'm not working right now. So I don't really have a main occupation currently. I feel like that's a good height to do that. What am I studying? I'm studying computers, computer engineering specifically. It's very fun. I enjoy it. That is not a good spot for cobblestone. Hold on. It is very fun. At least I think so. I enjoy it quite a bit. For the most part. As with school, there's always some unappealing pieces. I'll leave that deep slate there, actually. A Von Neumann fan. Von Neumann. I don't know who that is. Ah, he's a computer scientist and engineer. Never heard of him before, but looks like a smart guy. I've fallen. That feels better. I like that. You learned about von Neumann recently. We don't actually like learn about people very much. Like I don't know like famous people who discovered things in computer engineering. We don't really learn that at all. He made the stored program concept. Ah, a very valuable concept indeed. Sounds pretty cool. I'm gonna need to learn how to do stored programs for one of my current projects, which I will not divulge. It is classified. You don't get to know about it. You think I'm joking, but I actually have signed an agreement not to talk about it in some aspects. There's just so much like aura with telling someone that what they asked was classified and you can't tell them. It's great. Sorry, that's classified. Can't tell you. It's a big flex. I can go up further here. Come on, I can make a 4-block jump. There we go. Let me see.
Just shaders?
They might be... Ah, so those are all brown carpets, not wood.
Oh.
With light blocks underneath them.
Okay.
This is what gave it away, was that one.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh, it's getting dark. Gotta sleep. It can be annoying for some because it's like, I'm a smug secret agent. I brought it up just to say it's classified. Fair, fair. Pokemon side quests are wild. What are you gonna have to fight baby Pokemon? What? Why are you fighting baby Pokemon, Siren? Come on. Be better than that. If the side quest is asking you to fight baby Pokemon, you need to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Any reward worth attacking baby Pokemon? Probably. I don't know. I haven't played any of the Pokemon games in like 4 ages. It's a side quest. Then you must not need to do it. The side quest. Why? Why must you? There we go. That kind of looks terrible. I don't like that. I'm just gonna keep that as it was. Nope. Nope, that was the wrong block. In Minecraft, we torture baby villagers, so fighting baby Pokemon for a reward is probably fine. Also, the babies are actually powerful. Wow. I don't torture baby villagers. Who does that? What?
You wait for them to grow up and then you torture them.
I don't know if I'd call what I do to villagers torture.
I'm pretty sure zombification counts.
Oh, well, I wasn't thinking about that. Why would I be counting that? Yeah, that probably does count as torture. But I would never baby zombify, or I would never zombify a baby. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't benefit you in any way, so why would I do it? We torture basically all animals in Minecraft. Guys. It's called farming. Like, would you call this torture? Why would, like, this...
Why would you use that as an example? Babe. I feel like that's the worst you possibly could have given.
that was the point. The villager is just an NPC human, albeit with Squidward genetics. Yeah, they're not people. There's a reason they don't look like humans. Okay, but what do you call this torture? This isn't really torture. They've got plenty of room, plenty of friends, plenty of grass, no sunlight. But we simulated the sky. Look, it looks like the sky. This is viscerally discomforting to look at. This isn't torture though. This is just sad. This is not sad. Look, they have plenty of room. Look at the pigs. There's only like, they have even more room per pig in here. They've got plenty of room. And my sniffers, they really like cuddling. See? This isn't torture.
You know what they... I don't like sniffers. I felt that.
You're like, they deserve it. They can stay there. What do you need so many sniffers for? Well, I needed them to grow the flowers that they produce, and they were growing really slowly, so I got a lot of them. But I didn't need that many flowers, and now they're just sitting there.
This is without the night vision portion.
You don't feel bad for the sniffers. Oh, nice. That's much better.
Mm-hmm.
Why are there so many? The sniffers had a use, unlike the charged creepers. Okay, you cannot say that that the charged creeper captivity is bad. Like, those things are monsters, quite literally. Okay, let's see. You guys didn't like that example. Okay, what about my skeleton horses? They're having a party. They've been partying for a long time. Look at the party. It's a skeleton horse party. I treat them well. I keep bringing them new friends. This is why so many mobs are hostile. Look at what happens when they're friendly. Oof. Okay, what about my witch? My witch is, you know, she's fine. And my zombie, that's... I mean, you can't see my zombie. He's not here. My zombie's like... There's my zombie. I guess you could see him through the glass. But yeah, there's my zombie. He's chilling. No, I'm not gonna wipe them out. I'm not killing her. And there's my witches down here, and she's chilling too. Jenny. I even gave her a name. Yeah, the zombie I chose is a golden boy. Yeah. No one's liking my treatment of mobs. Okay.
They're gonna sign a petition against you, Storm.
What about these pigs? These pigs get sunlight. They enjoy their mud and their carrots and potatoes. These horses are chained eternally to these wagons. This chicken's stuck in a cage forever. So's this one. Oh no, I mean, chat, don't look. Don't look. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna kill the baby. The poor animals. The pigs were fine. The pigs like it there. Okay, what about these guys? They're happy. This I don't know how this guy got here, but I'm sure he's happy too. And what about these llamas? What about the chicken in the boiling water? Okay, we don't talk about that one. These guys are happy, I'm sure. They get to be I murdered their owners, so that's questionable. Oh, the wandering trader. Yeah, I suppose. Here's my eternally boiling chicken. The llamas have been freed from their stupid master. I have done them a favor. Yeah, see? See, Siren? I've done them a favor. Okay, what about my shulker? Okay, my shulker is a good example. See, I kidnapped the shulker. I took him literally to an entire new dimension and trapped him in a box in a boat. Or in a boat in a box. See, good example of how I take... Look at my dog. He's fine. Where are my other dogs? Are they still under the floor? I think I had some other dogs. Yeah, there's my other dog in the floor. Oh, there's another one. There's another one. There's another. Oh yeah, there they are. See, I have plenty of dogs, and I take good care of them. The dog is unable to move for most of its life. That's a game feature. That's not my fault. Why am I boiling a chicken alive? Even my mom is confused. They're trapped. Hey, this one was not my fault. Someone came and put all my dogs in the floor. I just haven't gotten them out of the floor.
I don't go on that side of the base because I don't like them barking at me.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it's just these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got 8 friendly dogs here. We need a wander mode for dogs. The dogs have no light? That is not true, okay? Watch. No, hold on. See, there's light in here. Oh! I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't I didn't mean to hit him. I was trying to sit him down. They have plenty of light. The dogs have too much light. I can't please you, people. I did not mean to hit the dog. It was just an aggressive pet. That's If it's a hostile mob, you can justify its incapacitation as of a threat. But if it's just a dog or a pig or a llama, you're doing a goodent. A goodent, huh? Yeah, fighting the baby Pokemon seems quite nice now. Come on. What about the 100 charged creepers I have trapped in their boats? They deserve it. Yeah, see? It's not a wrong. It's like it's like imprisoning criminals. Yeah, imprisoning criminals. Yeah. He blew up your face. All this started because you chose to do one side quest in Pokemon. Yeah, it's your fault. See, none of these mobs would be abused if you hadn't done that. Oh, that's right. There are monsters nearby. That's what this hole in the wall is, so I can sleep. You're animating this, lol. Yeah, it is your fault. Guys, I'm 2 for 2 for chicken eggs today. Okay, these villagers, they're having a great time. Look, they have chicken friends, they have jobs, they have beds, and they have light. I don't know what else you could... They're not trapped in a 1x1 box like most people's villagers are. This is, like, incredible. I do have a zombie trapped here, but, like, he's a bad guy, so it's okay to have him trapped. They're in a liminal space. Guys, you gotta take what you can get, okay? You're so picky. They're doing better than the villagers on the SMP you played on, yeah. Can they even sleep with the zombie? Villagers can sleep with zombies nearby. I love how I flew by the charge creeper islands and showed them my villagers, and no one even thought to mention the iron farm that is eternally scaring villagers to summon iron golems just to kill them for iron.
Proceeds to dig himself a bigger pit.
Hey, they didn't notice it. That means they can't hold it against me. Whee!
Anything you say can and will be used against you in the court of public opinion.
In the court of public opinion. Apparently. If you ever get onto the server, you're gonna wish you were mortal. Good thing I'm not. I'm not too powerful. Okay, enjoy Undertale, Rosie. Has fun. Yeah, see, the thing is, immortality is something I have, but guess what I also have? Admin powers. Ooh, it's pretty. And it fits. Good job.
We even have extra room.
You have cookies. They're cookies.
They look like cookies, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not centered.
Mm-hmm.
But I could also just do like
I mean,
an entryway kind of vibe. Right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Oh, I'm supposed to circle.
Looks like the guy called Stormlord Zeus has the powers of a god. You misspelled Zeus. It's not spelled Zeus. It's spelled Zeus. Zeus. Not Zeus. You silly. Ah! That was a lot further than I was. How to do a circle? You do circles by looking up Pixel Generator online, and you put in your size, and then you build the circle. Stormlord Zeus is the vessel he used when he fought the ScratchCraft Season 3 team. Super Chaos says, I couldn't figure that one out for a second. It says, peak me, slowly getting worse at spelling the later it gets, instead of getting worse at spelling. I came for tough, but I also needed, pale moss, so I really should have just gone to the top where I had the bow. Pretty sure they spelled Stormlord Zeus right for Season 3. The bad guy. Whee! Pale moss is in this one. Bounce. And by that, I mean bang. I'm done for now. Fool, trainer, you can't fool me. I know where this is going. Another side quest. That reminds me of a National Treasure, where he's like, his dad is like, and then it'll be another clue, and another clue, and another clue. Side quest is done. Yay! Good job. You terrible person. And then we'll transition to the lightest of palettes, or to green. Whichever is better. I can reach it. What block should I put there? Let's do another of these ones. Okay, then do this one. And then after this, probably be done with stream about then. Nope. One, two, three. Uh. Do I know the Stop Killing Games campaign? I don't think I've heard of that. I assume the goal is to stop killing games, so I'm not quite sure what that means. Okay, this is about when we transition to the lighter blocks, so I can just start right away. Do I have a deep slate? I'll put one deep slate there, and that'll be it. Go. Nope. We'll go right here. Nice. Okay, that'll be about it for today. I've got to go work on this paper I have to write. But that's looking pretty good. Got the pillars going up the mountainside, and then I can just fill in the space between them with green or light gray. Imagine you spend a lot of money on stuff in a game, only for support to drop, and all you've been working towards to happen for naught. Basically, a campaign saying if you've paid money for a game, companies shouldn't be allowed to shut down the servers on the game, therefore leaving you with no game, despite you having paid money for it. So, like, I have my bet on me. So, like, if League of Legends suddenly just stopped running their servers, that wouldn't be okay, because lots of people have spent money on the game. I guess they didn't pay for the game, but they paid for stuff in the game. But if Minecraft stopped running their servers so that you couldn't do anything, you couldn't launch the game. But it's an offline game, so I don't think they can do that. But yeah, the same idea. Is that happening a lot? It failed because having an individual server support dropped conflicts with the Online Safety Act, tracking every single person who plays a game. Yeah, so Minecraft isn't one of these games. It failed only in the UK though. Oh, interesting. Alright. Well, made some good progress on this section today. The Online Safety Act is done. Sure sounds like it might be, yeah. So we got this section done today, and then we got made quite a bit good progress on this. It sounds more like the Online Privacy Act than the Safety Act. So we got boom, boom, boom. This still looks a little weird to me. I might change something there, but it's looking good. Okay, I'll see y'all next time. I might make a video sometime. I don't know. Life is busy. But I hope to make a video sometime soon. Face looks cool. Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks for hanging out this whole time. Appreciate it. It's a lot more fun having people here. Ta-ta!